4 games on the NBA playoff slate on Sunday at 1 Eastern on the ABC. The Knicks will look to go up 3-1 over the Pistons in Motown. Jalen Brunson has scored at least 30 points in all 3 games for New York, while Detroit has lost its last 8 home playoff games. At 3:30 Eastern on ABC, the Lakers look to even their first-round series with the Timberwolves. The Lakers have not won a series in which they were down 2-1 after 3 games since 2004, the Western Conference semis against San Antonio. At 7 Eastern, the Celtics look to bounce back from their Game 3 loss against the Magic in Orlando. The Celtics will be without Drew Holiday for a 2nd straight game. He has a right hamstring strain. And at 9:30 Eastern, the Pacers visit the Bucks in Game 4. The Greek Freak is averaging close to 36 points and 14 rebounds again in this series. Malika Andrews and the Countdown crew now on this Sunday marquee matchup.
Well, we know that Stephen A. is ready for the Knicks and the Pistons a little bit later, but the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Los Angeles Lakers here, it feels like L.A., they had that last game in their grasp here, Stephen A., but it was the closing of Anthony Edwards. They were able to pull it out. What does L.A. need to do to bounce back?
Well, they need to neutralize Anthony Edwards. Good luck with that because, again, his star ascends as the lights get brighter. LeBron James is having an outstanding game, and Ant-Man says, hold on a second.
Right.
It ain't that ain't going to get you the victory. And Luka Doncic, I thought, played his worst game against Minnesota that we've seen him play in the last couple of years against those guys. But in the end, Jayden McDaniels, let's not forget him. He had 30. Let's not forget the contribution that Julius Randle has been making. Let's not forget the size and the physicality that Minnesota has been playing with to let the Lakers know what you do with everybody else, you ain't going to be able to do so easily against us. So that combined with Ant-Man doing what he does, I mean, the Lakers have to win this game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to match their intensity, their physicality, and one star on the Lakers is going to have to be bigger than Ant-Man when it counts.
Right, and for Luka Doncic, certainly you're right. It was one of his poorer performances here. We know he was battling through that stomach virus. Hopefully he's gotten past that and is able to have a little bit of a better output here.
I believe he will, but it needs to come from J.J. Redick, right? What adjustments he's going to make lineup-wise, because Stephen A. just talked about it, you know, Julius Randle, Naz Reid, Rudy, you know, punishing them in the paint. Jay McDaniels, do you add some minutes in there for Jackson Hayes, right? Like, how much is LeBron James going to be able to give you, Malika, when you think about it, especially the performance he had in Game 3?
How do you follow that up? You already are setting a record for a 40-year-old in a postseason.
Well, I mean, it's hard, but think about what he's having to do so much defensively. Like, you're in the trenches, right? You're in the trenches. You're guarding Julius Randle, who is a physical player. So, again, I think it's some minutes there for Jackson Hayes. You got to go big at some point against this Timberwolves team.
The Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James being about 250, 260, depending on which day of the week it is accustomed to playing bully ball at his discretion when he wants to. Not so easy against Minnesota. Julius Randle likes to bang. Rudy Gobert, physically speaking, he's not weak. And so you look, and McDaniels, as slim as he is, he can get up in there too. And Ant-Man is Ant-Man. It's not easy.
We've talked about this as having the potential to be a long series, but in order for that to happen, the Los Angeles Lakers, they need to get this one. We'll be with you at 12:30 Eastern on ABC for NBA Countdown.
I'm not planning on a super long show here. I'm going to run through a few keys fairly quickly. We'll talk about some of the things we're going to be watching for in the game. I'm going to get into the mailbag, and then we'll get ready for tip-off, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into it here. Just in general, what's on the line here, I think we all know. I think we all have a pretty good idea of what the outcome of this game is going to mean. There's 2 possibilities here. One of them, if the Lakers should lose, and by the way, the Wolves are currently a 2.5-point favorite as I'm recording this over the Lakers today. If the Wolves were to win this game, well, that would probably signal the end of the Lakers season would be coming sooner rather than later. Not that it's impossible to overcome a 3-1 deficit. It's happened. It has been done, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely. You would be in a very difficult position. You would have to win 3 straight against Minnesota if you're the Lakers and you wanted to survive. So obviously a loss today would be a big, big deal. A win would also be a big deal for the opposite reason, because a win, well, that changes everything, doesn't it? Right now, the Lakers are down 2-1 in this best-of-7 series, but a win knots the series at 2 apiece, and then you also take back home court advantage. the Lakers and the Wolves would effectively embark on a new series. It would be a 3-game series remaining in games 5, 6, and 7. First to win 2 takes it, and the Lakers would have home court advantage in that 3-game series. So a win today puts the Lakers right back into the mix of things and with a pretty good shot at advancing. A loss, well, that would put them down the path to early elimination and an early vacation for LA. So what do they need to do in order to get the win? Well, number one, I mean, it sounds simple, but Luka, I mean, we heard from JJ Redick. He was throwing up all day, the day of game 3, day before yesterday. And now the question is he okay? He is not on the injury report right now for the Lakers. Neither is LeBron James. And I thought that, well, I'll talk about LeBron in a minute, but Luka, not on the injury report. That's a good sign. He's been dealing with flu-like symptoms. Hopefully he's good to go. So I'll tell you this. The Lakers, you know, it's been discussed. I floated out there. Would they have been better not having Luka on the floor, the version that you got last game? I commend him. I really do. I commend Luka for battling and for toughing it out. He played 40 minutes, and I mean, you could see it on his face. The dude was not feeling well at all, and so I give him a lot of credit for battling the way that he did. But at the same time, I did think that he actually hurt the Lakers on the floor because he just couldn't do what he normally would do. I mean, he's doubling over every time they get a break. He's holding his stomach. He was not feeling good. Didn't even make it out from halftime. It came in late into the third quarter. So what is Luka's health situation? Because you need a healthy Luka Doncic if you're going to beat this Wolves team. You just do. You have to have a healthy Luka Doncic. And it's not just because of what he does offensively, but on the defensive side of the ball, the Wolves, boy, once they smelled blood, they just went right after him. No surprise, Jayden McDaniels had 30 points when he's going right at a clearly diminished version of Luka. Not that he's a phenomenal defensive player anyway, but the sick version of Luka was just not able to do much out there on the floor. And so, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. So Luka, his health is going to be big. And the fact that he's not on the injury report, that hopefully that's a good sign. That's a good sign for the Lakers because they do need him healthy. Remember, this game, it's a quick turnaround. They played just 2 nights ago. They played Friday night, but this is not, there's a day off in between, but this is about as close to a back-to-back as you can get in the playoffs, right? Where the playoffs back-to-backs we don't do, but this is as close as you can get because you played late Friday night and then you get a Sunday afternoon game. So you don't even get a Sunday evening game. It's an afternoon, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time tip. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. And the Lakers being the older team, especially when we've got LeBron James and everything, that there's been a lot of speculation that the Lakers, they really need to take game 3 because the Wolves are going to recover faster, being the younger group for game 4 today. So the health of Luka, it's going to matter a ton in this one. You need the healthy version of Luka Doncic in this game. As far as LeBron goes, JJ Redick did make a comment after last game about how LeBron's injury that he was dealing